Look at how I did it, they ain't really feel it, but I had to make it happen to build up a foundation. Talk of the town, had to shut it down in the booth, stomping on the ground, got the ground shaking. There we go. Mic check 1, 2.
I drive a lot without the radio on. The silence is where the music actually happens. I heard someone say music is not the sounds, it's the silence in between the sounds. It don't come from taking things in, it comes from letting things cook. My name is Mike Burton. I'm 38 years old. I live in Houston, Texas, and I'm a rapper on Fiverr. I do songs for people's podcasts, for their YouTube intros, songs for loved ones. Anything where a song can be made that rap is required, I mean, I'm pretty much gonna do it.
That's how I like my combo. You can save your opinion. I'ma write it down, ball it up, then kick it with a 1-2 combo like that.
The process of making a song for Fiverr, I have it set for 3 days, but realistically, it could take me 30 minutes. If they give me a title of a show, I technically count the syllables. The name of the show is, I don't know, Get Money Now, Get Money Now. So you can go, get money now, we gonna we gonna get money. Count the syllables, you find the rhythm. You gotta understand who you speaking to and what do you need them to know in one sentence. And that's where I come in. I can chop up that sentence and then put words and rhythm behind it, and then it'll make it memorable. I grew up in a household that was predominantly R&B, jazz. It wasn't until about 90, 91 where I was around my cousins. They put me on Run DMC, they put me on Crisscross. Crisscross was like the entrance level. Like the rhythm was just so crazy, and I was like, what is this? I became obsessed with it. When I first started writing my own songs, I was maybe 10, and it was pretty much copying what I heard on the radio, you know, Snoop Dogg. I just try to mimic and try to write like how they sound in my head, but it wouldn't be anything beyond just putting rhyming words together. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew that I eventually had to grow up and get a job, but I just couldn't figure it out. I saw people that had high school diplomas and they were working alongside me. So I'm like, I'm obviously not using the degree that I got. And I'm just like, what am I doing with myself? Just felt like a lonely path. So I'm like, I got all this energy. I'm almost 30 and I don't even know what I'm doing. And I felt like I needed to do something different, but I knew music was the epicenter of what I needed to do. It had to. So I was like, I'm too good. I believe in myself too much. It wasn't until many years later, I was actually in between work. For some reason I got back on Fiverr and I saw that people were mixing songs and rapping. I checked out some of the rappers. I'm like, I don't know, I could do this. My first gig was I just didn't understand it. It was a kid. He said, make a song about how it's okay to listen to Eminem. That's so complex, and I was like, I canceled it. I was like, yeah, no, that sounds like a term paper, not a rap, not a verse. But then I came back again because, I don't know, just curiosity, and I was like, let me try it again. I was working, but I wanted to see if I can just make a little extra side money. And then they eventually called me in and said, Mike, can you come to the office? I was like, oh, I'm finna get fired. And they said, you know, we gotta let you go. They were emotional, like, chill, I'm gonna be all right. My manager said, I know you're still doing that music thing. I hope that works out for you. He didn't say it sarcastic. And I was like, I appreciate that, man.
Mic check 1, 2.
All right, we're gonna do it like that. I'll make a rap for your Valentine's. I make a rap for people's birthday. There's nothing corny about making money off of what you're doing. There's nothing corny about that. So now I can fund the music I wanna make. It's a win-win. To be honest with you, I do feel like it can be increased, but I keep it that way. I feel like I definitely over-deliver with what you're asking as far as the skill. And then if you want a video, which is a performance of me rapping the original song, then that's an additional $100 to whatever you order. I'm writing, recording, mixing, filming, editing. The amount of work all that could cost is hundreds, if not $1,000. So I'm keeping it insanely low cost. for what I'm doing.
I'ma write it down, ball it up, then kick it with a 1-2 combo like that.
I always have goals every year, how much I want to bring in. That drives me. That makes me go harder in December, makes me get ambitious. I always want to make 100,000. And as I get to that, I want to make more.
But I had to make it happen and build up a foundation. Look at how I did it. They ain't really feel it, but I had to make it happen and build up a foundation. Okay. I just had to make me a song, yeah.
There are certain types of songs I won't produce. Anything with violence, cursing, profanity. I'll do diss songs, but I have to know that it's really just fun. Like everything is very lighthearted and silly. The things that we make last beyond our lifetime, so why you wanna leave some toxic sludge? And then I'm acting as a conduit for your ideas, and I don't want that sludge in my system. Making time for my own music is mandatory. I'll have no energy for anyone else if I don't make my own stuff. I've done it, I burnt out. I start running out of ideas for people. But when I can do my own thing, then I get rejuvenated. I said, okay, what you want me to do? I got you. You know what I'm saying? There's a time limit. I cut it off at a certain time, focus on family after that, going and playing in the backyard, listening to music, which is mostly children's music, you know, Mickey Mouse, but I'm cool with that. I'm listening to the rhythm on Mickey Mouse, I'm like, oh, those drums kind of go hard, okay. You know, I can't turn that off. Balancing family life, work, it's a lot of plates. When you're a freelancer, you're technically never off the clock. Even if you're not actually working or if you're going to do something, your subconscious is always conscientious of like, I know I gotta turn something in, I know they want me to, it never stops. I couldn't imagine this would have happened maybe 10 years ago. I couldn't see it because the way hip hop was, the way social media was, everything had to align for people to be open to this idea. I was able to come at the right time. It's kind of crazy. I do see myself sticking with this for the long run, but the big picture is to make what I'm doing its own thing because things change, times change. With songwriting, ghostwriting for other acts and artists, like I never want to stop writing. Writing has always been the primary component to what I do and what I love. Like I'll never stop writing. I love writing for artists. I love writing songs for companies, for businesses. So I'll never stop doing that.